So here we are, back on the title screen. Because we get mission briefing here. And if we load our save, there's actually a secret mission briefing for Act 1 that you can't access otherwise. So we're going to take a look at this because there's some additional context, kind of gives you more insight into what's going on. I respect that they wanted to make it be only 20 minutes of cutscene before you could play the game, but you know, we're doing a full look at everything this game has to offer, so we have to hold off the gameplay, my favorite part of this game, even longer.
Only 2 eggs today?
Hey, we saw this.
Must have taken the day off. 7, 8, 9.
Oh, my chair is squeaking all over the place.
3, 6, 0, 3, 3, 0, 5, 3, 5, 4,
I just had to move something out of the way of my television, but unfortunately, I have the squeakiest chair in the universe. Hey, look, there's that helicopter we saw. The Manhattan incident. Look, it is a sequel to MGS2. We're talking about what happened in the prior game.
This has fueled a push towards military privatization.
So that's very important. This game is all about PMCs.
Private military companies.
They're going to say that acronym a lot.
PMCs have no basis in nations or ideologies. They are private enterprises driven by profit. In addition to dispatching mercenaries to war zones, they secure weapons and train local soldiers.
And by the world of this game,
war itself.
yeah, all of that stuff that happened at the end of MGS2,
Their clientele includes developed nations.
that's why we have a rush of
looking to seize power
PMCs.
by force. Smaller countries
And we've also got
armies of
chickens.
their own. Even terrorist groups. They're
We
in
got
the
this kid.
Americas, Asia, the South
Who's that
Pacific,
kid?
Europe, Africa, the Middle East. The rise of the PMC has spawned a war by proxy.
Where's my Altair costume? Well, hey, you'll be happy to know this is a new game plus.
Sonny, we'll eat them later, okay?
It's Sunny.
Every age has its mercenary. These PMCs are nothing new. We've been dealing with them since before the turn of the century.
No, Snake. They're
Maybe the
nothing
eggs
like
don't
the
look that
mercenaries
bad.
of the past.
Come on.
They're ready.
Sorry, I'm a
And
little
she's
busy
so
right
excited about it. Come on, just eat the eggs, you coward. Metal Gear Mark II. What's up with that?
The Pentagon's new battlefield control system has produced a decisive difference between hired guns and the PMCs of today. The system was developed by Arms Tech Security.
Arms Tech.
Arms tech.
Yep,
You mean
we
AT
remember Arms Tech. They did all kinds of
In
stuff.
recent years, AT
With those
Corp has shifted
Gatorade
focus from
coolers in the
weapons
background.
development to security tools. And since the establishment
Hey,
of AT Security,
Otacon, what's your
business
wallpaper
is
there?
booming.
That shoulder looks familiar. No? Okay.
The system makes it possible.
Oh,
to
come on,
integrate
just
not
eat
only
the crappy
micro-level
eggs. They're
information of
fine.
individual soldiers and units,
Come
but
on, a
also
fried egg with a
macro-level
broken yolk.
information
Ah,
of
look,
key
that's what his
conditions of
background
battle.
is. He's got a Zone of the
So
Enders
they finally
wallpaper.
achieved total real-time battlefield control.
Featuring
That's right.
Dingo
And
Egret.
as a result, the global presence of PMCs has grown explosively.
We had that same artwork in his office in Twin
The
Snakes.
rise of
Oh, a little hand to
successful
adjust my
PMCs
glasses.
has led to a dramatic decline in civilian
And of course, we get it
and
here.
human
He
rights
loves it. He
protections
loves
on
Zone of the
the
Enders
battlefield.
too. Wonder how he would feel knowing Gene had the zero shift ability.
Makes for nice propaganda.
Poor Sonny. Hey, look! Who was that a picture of on the wall there? Look! She hates it.
Snake! You were smoking again, weren't you? This is
Ah.
a non-smoking
Look, we got a big
flag.
battle station plane. It looks very similar to the plane from MGS 3, which is why I kept saying there was a name I wanted to refer to that plane as, and that name is the Nomad. This is known as the Nomad. This is our snake cave in the sky. It's an interesting idea that I don't love, but
reliable, easy to use.
it's here. We gotta get used to it. Check out this cute little guy. Straight out of Snatchers. It's the Metal Gear Mark II. Literally. Like, straight up. It's just a reference.
And as a result, regular armies began to decline worldwide.
All right. So nations, their army. Oh,
It's hard to believe,
Campbell, did you
I
make
know,
this
but
PowerPoint
PMCs
presentation? This is
began to
fancy.
overtake conventional armies in terms of scale. Nowadays, it's the PMCs.
Yep,
and
there's
surface
Gecko,
staff
there's armored
battalions.
personnel
They already
carriers.
make up 60% of all combatant
Basically, he's
forces
just
in
reiterating the
zones of
same
conflict.
thing. Nation
60%.
armies
The
aren't
fact is,
as much of a
the world
thing
now depends
anymore.
largely
Everything's
on
all
PMCs for
privatized.
waging its wars.
I thought it was the UN that authorized the PMCs.
You know, it's kind of
The
like
US abstained
what Big
from
Boss
voting on
wanted
that
was like
resolution.
a nation of
In fact,
soldiers in
Washington
eternal
was
warfare.
endorsing
It's all kind of
PMCs
come to
without
pass,
ever
sort of
revealing
thing.
its true intentions, until they got wind of the uprising, that is.
The US has exported too much military power, and now she's paying the price.
Yep,
That's
U.S.
exactly
kind
it.
of
America
lost
has now
its
turned war
grasp
into a form of economic activity.
in that way.
Analysts are calling it the war economy.
The war
And it's
economy.
picking
Get
up
ready
the
for that
slack
phrase a
from
lot,
the
too.
sloping oil market. But I, for one, don't intend to simply stand by and watch it happen. For the PMCs, market expansion entails fanning the flames of war. It means more refugees.
War orphans.
Hey, we remember that artwork from MGS2.
Yes. Even
Raiden
as
is a
PMC
child
soldiers
soldier.
get more specialized, they're also getting younger.
So I do
Mercenaries
like
spun
the
off of
presentation
state
of these.
armies,
I
unmanned
think these
weapons,
look very nice. I
child
like this
soldiers,
style. There he is.
proxy
There's
battles in an
there's little
enclosed
Jackie Boy before he
There are
got memed
hundreds of
on.
PMCs in business worldwide, and their numbers are growing.
But it's just, oh boy, we are going to be
Currently,
seeing a
5
lot
are
of
big enough
cutscenes
to
in
be
this
labeled
style.
Global powers, 2 in the U.S. and 1 each in the UK.
Pay close attention to that Russian PMC. See that logo of that ocelot?
Revealed that those 5 PMCs are run
We're
by a
actually
dummy
never gonna
corporation
fight them
that
in
acts
the
as
game.
a
It's
single
weird.
mother company.
There's a lot
The
of
mother company embodies the 5 largest PMCs. Her
content
name
that was
is Outer Heaven.
not finished. Oh, Outer Heaven. There's that coming up.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that was sort of like cut or incomplete from this game. We'll take a look at the art book later and see some of that. But there's a character associated with the
Watched him die.
Russian PMC
His
that
will lives on. In the
just
body
never
of the
shows
man
up.
once known as Ocelot. He aims to fan the flames of war even higher.
Yep, so just kind of reiterating this because it might be
Envisioned by Big
confusing
Boss.
that we're going to see Revolver Ocelot showing up and he's going to look like Ocelot and sound like Ocelot and act like Ocelot. But
Before
you
it's too
remember,
late.
he was possessed by Liquid.
Do you understand?
That possession, you know,
Any
has kind of
means
gone all the way
necessary.
through. And
Just
now,
stop Liquid's insurrection.
now he's Liquid
Even
Ocelot.
if it
They're just going
means-
to call him Liquid, though. So look at this crazy picture-in-picture screen.
You
We can
want Liquid
change
dead.
things. We can
Isn't that right?
press
Colonel.
select to see that we can move everything around. And we can press square here to be this little buddy.
This isn't justice.
I like the presentation of these. I think it's pretty cool.
A hired hit. A wet works op targeting
can go
the
up
head
and
of a
down.
major multinational corporation.
Why?
We can look fully at
Because of
ourselves
the
here.
military might
Oh.
of the PMCs and the effect they have on the economy. War is to
Did
the
I-
21st
oh.
century what oil was to the 20th. The pillar that supports the global economy.
No, let's put that back. You guys didn't.
You'll recall a rather
See
alarming
that, did you?
report issued by that American think tank during the Cold War.
I don't think they're paying attention.
One that described a new model for perpetual war.
Otacon, you getting a look at that?
Is a whole new ballgame.
Iron Mountains.
You don't wanna-
my technique.
No?
That was fiction.
Okay.
It existed only on paper.
Hey, Sonny. Oop, I might have just crashed into her there. No, I got by her. I got by her. Oh, look, we get a
Global
ration.
community is
Let's go pick that
concerned,
up.
But they're all too afraid of the war economy collapsing to do anything about it. The UN, too.
Little
Sounds
curtain
pretty
here with a
self-serving
bathroom.
to
It's
me.
closed off now. Oh,
Snake,
some iPod music.
this mission isn't an order from Washington. Not like the old days.
We can see, yes, that's
It's
clearly a
not
picture of
something the
Olga.
UN can officially
You might have
sanction
pieced it
either,
together.
but we can't
Sunny
control
is Olga's child that was mentioned at the end of MGS2. Her name is Sunny Gerlukovich.
If we fail to act, he'll become the greatest threat the world has ever
A
faced.
tiny little cardboard box.
Snake. You're the only man I can trust.
Sunny's looking at the picture of Olga over here. So these briefing files are interesting because, as you can see, there's like a story in the foreground and the background
hear
going
it.
on, and you can get little bonus items and all sorts of stuff. It's an interesting... Oh, what are you guys watching? Oh, it was just getting
Our
good.
intelligence on Liquid's uprising originally comes via
Yeah, there's a
reports
lot
from
of
US
weird
special
things. We can
forces
also watch
were
these
mobilized after we at the
stationary
UN reported
cameras
our
as well.
findings. They're tracking Liquid's movement.
There's a lot. There is a
18
lot
hours
going
ago,
on in the
it was
presentation of
spotted.
this. You can
Middle
tell
East.
some real vision and
There's
inspiration
a rebel army in the Middle East.
went into this
Made
game.
up of
Does it
ethnic
all
minorities,
matter, though?
waging
Well,
civil
we'll
war
see.
against the
Again,
regime
I
in power.
like this game quite a bit.
The core of that regime's army is provided
Not
by one
enough
of the
that I'm going to
PMCs
just let
under
them say
Liquid's
everything.
control.
No, I'm going to talk all over what they're
What
saying.
about the rebels?
The local militias have hired small numbers of
Now, yeah.
officers as
There we go.
commanders and field commanders.
Yeah, that old man on the screen's pretty cool,
They've
but
got
can we
help
go
from
back to the
local
babes?
PMCs.
We can go back to the
A
babes.
proxy war between hired guns.
Snake, you getting a... No?
PMC versus PMC. A quagmire of war. All too typical victims of the new world economy.
Again, I'm clowning all
You'd be
over
sneaking
these
into conflict
scenes,
zone
but the
via
game lets you do it,
transport.
you know?
Disguised as one of the rebel army's hired operators.
The game gives you the
Your first
option
objective
to clown all over
is to
everything.
make contact with our informants. Rat Patrol Team 01.
Oh, we have to
We expect
make
you.
contact
Rat Patrol, huh?
with the Rat
Sounds
Patrol. That's
sneaky.
important. That's good to know.
They're a
Hey.
special forces team assigned to the Army's PMC.
I wish you could see the
investigation
tentacle
unit,
in the,
CID.
See, I'm kind of like grabbing Campbell's nose.
Rats of the
I wish you
army.
could see that in the
No.
cinematic camera.
I can vouch for them personally.
Friends of
Look,
the-
we've got this funny little pixelated Otacon from MGS2. That's his screensaver. Look at Sonny's pro gamer setup over here.
The area will be provided under cover
Also,
of
all of the
American
computers
humanitarian
in this
aid
game
with support from the US
are
military,
Macintosh computers. I actually had a computer that looked exactly like that
and no guarantee
when the game came out, and I was like, whoa. I used to be a Mac user. Oh, check it out.
Involvement in the area, let alone that of the
Otacon's got a
UN.
little model of Rex.
If word of this ever leaked out,
What's going on? Come on, she's part of the family too. Don't send her to her room. She could be part of the conversation. Well, maybe he just doesn't
Snake.
want her to see this. Ah.
will you do this for me?
I mean, I did dig my PS3 out specifically to play this game, Cam.
Will you terminate Liquid?
I hooked up all the wires. I did recording tests. I'm not going to back out now. We've come too far to back out now.
I'm not like
Dramatic
PMCs.
scene with the sexy babes in the background. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
But if you're going to spark something, spark
I
this.
kind of forgot that it kept that on the screen. That's great. Also, yeah, smoking stopped being cool by
start my
2008,
own
so
fire.
everyone hates that Snake smokes constantly. Oh, what are we looking at, Snake? Oh, we're looking at this hot babe. Hell yeah. I love this game. He's a big fan of the clavicle, apparently. Hey, we got some music for that. Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Let's actually start the video game proper. Let's make sure we save that iPod music, though. It's very important. That's an important song.